All right, we are recording, I do believe. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay, so I'm going to do some more Cataclysm. Now, here's something that's interesting. My channel has nothing. I have like 22 subscribers at the moment, and like my videos, they might get a couple views, but I made some Cataclysm videos. I made 2 Cataclysm videos. They both got like 3 likes, and they're still climbing up there in views. There's like 30, 40 views or something like that. And now I find this interesting because this game I really want to share with people. This game is probably the zombie game. If you want to play a zombie game that's really realistic, if you love The Walking Dead and you want to relive The Walking Dead in some sort of video game type way, this is the game, man. Like, I could list off other zombie games and, you know, I'm not even going to bother. This game right here, okay? And so, in the previous 2 videos, I was basically just trying my best after a long time of not playing to jump back into the game and start a character that could really live and thrive in this world. Um, and I expected to die because it is not easy to get a foothold. There are some people that are really good at this game, and they can just thrive with any character immediately. I don't know how they do it, but you should check out some other Cataclysm videos as well, like Vormithrax, um, and there's some other ones. I'll mention them probably another video, because I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But you know what we're going to do is I'm not going to start a new game in this video. In fact, I am going to load an old game, and I am going to show you Stevie Smoky Wait. I played with the Tanks mod, the Dino mod. Yeah, it showed the other ones a second there ago. Not too many mods. I don't get into mods in games very much. I like to play the core experience, you know? Like, I like to play what it is that the devs themselves made. But mods are fun. Mods are fun. They can add some stuff. Like tanks, I'm sorry, but dude, tanks. Tanks are freaking cool. It might unbalance the game a little bit to be able to have tanks, but alright guys. This is it. This is Stevie Smoky Wait. I am currently wearing a bandana, a whistle around my neck, a heavy survivor helmet, and that's, I think, cushioned with Kevlar. We have a survivor headlamp, a pair of sunglasses, chainmail sleeves, some Heelys that are padded with Kevlar, army pants with Kevlar, armored fingerless gloves. I'm not sure what I think I used Kevlar on those too. A firefighter belt, a plastic canteen, a holster, another holster, a scabbard with a wakizashi in it, a survivor utility belt, a quiver with explosive crossbow bolts, an MBR vest with Kevlar plates, and it holds ammo. We have a raincoat because you don't want your guy getting wet. He gets really upset when it rains on him, or like he gets into like a lake or something. I have a diver's watch, a pair of knee pads. I'm not sure what those are coated with. Let me see. Knee pads. Where are the knee pads? This is... Yeah, it's coated with Kevlar. Yep. And then we have a large quiver, an ankle sheath with a combat knife in it, a survivor rucksack, and a composite crossbow with 6 modifications. We have a bow dampening kit, an ergonomic grip, iron sights, shoulder strap, adjustable stock, forward grip. I love this character. This is probably the furthest I've gotten into the game. Looking at the date, it says it is summer and it's day 59. Now you may be looking at day 59 and you may be thinking I've only survived 59 days with this character, but the day resets every season. So I started off, I'm pretty sure in the springtime, and we are pretty far into summer now. I think summer has 90 days. I think each season has 90 days. Or it's like 91 days or something like that. We have a cat. You can press E and then the arrow keys to interact with the cat. And you got some different options here. This is the most important. Play with cat. Spend a few minutes to play with your cat. Yes. Playing with your cat has lifted your spirits a bit. And if you hit V, you will see the morale screen. And you will see that spent time playing with a pet is at 100%. So it's giving us 100% of our morale currently. And that morale is +3. Which this morale increases your focus. And your focus helps with fighting. It helps with reading books. I believe it helps with crafting. It helps with different things. You do not want to have low focus, because low focus can get you killed. And this is my base. Let's see, what do we have here on the ground to my left? You can also do E and then left key. It looks like I have about 11,000 cabbage on the ground. I've grown that myself. You'll see that I have 7 refrigerators here in this house. I built those. These are mini fridges and mini freezers. Like this one right here is a mini freezer. This is a mini fridge, mini freezer, mini fridge, mini freezer, mini freezer, mini freezer. And inside these freezers, I have a lot of food. I have bacon, cherries, cornmeal, dehydrated fruit, rice. This is kind of, let's see, is this my fridge? No, this is my freezer. So the stuff that I put in the freezer is stuff that I want to keep like loads of supply in. And look at all this frozen stuff. Some of it doesn't freeze, like this stuff, like dried salad and stuff like that. I don't know why. I think it's because, certain things in real life can't really be frozen. They just get really cold, or I don't know. I'm sure everything can be frozen at some temperature. But at the temperature that we keep fridges and freezers at, not everything is going to freeze. But I am just looking through these right now and trying to see if I have left any more bags or jugs. Look at all these strawberries I have. Like, just in this freezer right here, we have 100 strawberries. No, 200. We just have so much. so much in this place. Right here we have a charger with all kinds of batteries and things that use batteries. I have a nice coffee maker. I do have an NPC. He's right here. He's a really cool guy. He just wears an American flag all the time. And he sleeps right here. This is his bed. He just sleeps on this, like, couch. What is this? It's a sofa. Excuse me. And I thought it'd be cool to put an American flag next to where he sleeps. And, he's just got a gun in his hand all the time. Let's talk to this dude. Let's E and then hit the 3 numpad. And we'll just hit talk. I'm on watch. I need you to come with me. What is it, friend? Can you teach me anything? Why should I teach you? Come on, we're friends. Persuade 69%. Here's what I can teach you. And then we have some options here of skills for him to train. I think that it would be beneficial to get my handgun skill up, perhaps. But my archery is so low. It is so low for primarily doing archery. So you know what? I'm going to have him help me out there a little bit. Alright, let's begin. Sounds good. You get some training in archery. Now let's look at our morale. We still have morale from petting the cat. Our character is hungry right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what I got here. We got some hard cheese and some waste bread. And I'm going to hit shift and then 7, which is the ampersand, I believe. You know, the and symbol, which is going to open up our crafting. We're going to tab a couple times to get over to our food. And what kind of stuff should we make? I think I want to make a cheese sandwich. It has been a while. I think it's a simple sandwich. I could make a deluxe sandwich. Alright, we are going to make 2 deluxe sandwiches. And if you want to do that, you use your arrow keys to go down here to the deluxe sandwich. You hit B. That's going to bring up this menu where you have an option to make a number of sandwiches. And I'm going to go for 2 deluxe sandwiches. No, I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to make 3 deluxe sandwiches. And as I'm going through here, you can see time to complete 7 minutes and 30 seconds. At 2 sandwiches, it's 11 minutes 15. At 3 sandwiches, it's 16 minutes and 52 seconds. It says batch time savings, none. What this means is that we don't save time by making multiple sandwiches. In fact, each sandwich is going to cost us more time. I'll hit enter key, and then we have these options of components to make the sandwich. I'm going to make it with some cracklins, some of this cabbage that I just have 1,000 of on the ground, and we are going to use some mustard. Now some time is going to pass. I think that is new. that little indicator at the top. And now we put the deluxe sandwiches here on the workbench. I'm going to pick up these sandwiches. We actually made 6 sandwich pieces. And I think it's because you cut the sandwiches in half. And I'm just going to come over here. You know what? I've got some drugs and stuff right here on this corner piece of the table next to this American flag. And I'm going to hit Shift and then E. And that's going to bring up all of these different things that we can consume or use. And I've got some nicotine stuff, some cigarettes and nicotine gum, and I've even got some chewing tobacco. I've got 3,000 marijuanas, so you know that's good. I'm going to use this electronic cigarette. I'm going to use it again. Did it use it? Okay, I'm going to use it again. Okay, I think I accidentally used those each time. So now we have kind of used quite a bit of tobacco. That's not usually good. I'm gonna have my dude smoke a joint. So now he's smoking a joint. Let some time pass by hitting the period key. Just hit the period key a whole bunch. Hold down the period key, you know. And he's taking puffs of it. Now, while he's smoking this joint, I'm going to hit E again. I'm sitting in this chair at the table. And I'm going to eat a piece of sandwich. It seems I'm still peckish. You can see that over here. So I could eat a little bit more. I'm going to hit Enter key again. And actually, it didn't change over here, but you know what? It changed here. This must be new. It says now we are sated. And we're turgid as far as drinking goes, so we're not very thirsty. I'm going to eat another piece of sandwich. Now we're engorged. Now I'm just going to hit the period key some more. Hold it down some. Just holding it down. You take a puff of your joint, you finish your joint. Now there's all this cannabis smoke in the air. And in our inventory, we will now have a joint roach. I'm not sure exactly where I'm keeping these. Oops, I don't know what I just hit there. Let's look at this. Looks like I have 2 joint roaches here, so I'm just going to drop it there with the other ones. Uh-oh, it looks like we have an error. I'm just going to hit I. Seems like everything is going good. From the southwest, you hear Harvey sing. Uh-oh. I'm going to take out my earplugs that I probably have in. Am I wearing earplugs? Huh. Okay. By the way, when I went over to him and I told him to come with us, and then had him train us in some skill, I never told him to go back to just guarding. So he did follow us into this room and help us make some sandwiches, I believe. Because when he is your follower and you make stuff or you build things, they'll help you do that, which saves you time. And trust me, you want to save time in this game. You don't want to do something that takes 1,000 hours, to complete a project and not try to cut the corners that you can, because There are things that take a long time in this game, and just trust me. Just trust me. Right here next to me, I have a sink, and in this sink we are we've got all of our jugs and thermoses and things, bottles, you know, all of our water holding stuff or liquid holding stuff. And I think I'm going to have our dude come back over here, and we're going to talk to him. And we're going to tell him to guard this position. But first I'm going to ask him to chit-chat for a while. Oh. And then he says, what the heck? How's life been treating you? Oh, you know, not bad, not bad. So I'm socializing. Ooh, I threw up. That's gross. So I don't know if you can see it very well because we're in a dark room, but there's some bile splatter right there now. I'm going to grab this mop. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit the A button. And then select mop. And I mopped up the spill. Come back over here. And drop this mop on the ground. Now the stuff that I have in my inventory, oh no, is my sandwiches covered in vomit? I think that my sandwiches are covered in vomit because they're pink now. I don't know. I don't think sandwiches are supposed to be pink. But, yeah, let's see what we have in our inventory. We have some ammo, a throwing knife, we have a camera, jumper cable, lighter, matchbook, shovel, telescope, earplugs, the sandwiches. We have some medicine. We have aspirin, bandages, and hemostatic powder. And we have 2 bags. And my character can currently hold 31 volume. But not very much weight because we are so armored. We have so much armor on. Like, we have chainmail sleeves. And pretty sure there's other chainmail. Maybe I took that off because I was just so heavily armored. But let me show you. Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna have to run here for a second. And then push my cat back inside. And I did that by holding shift and then hitting the quotation key, which is right next to the enter key, to change to running. And then I moved so that I could push the cat to this tile. So you have to be standing the opposite. Pushed him through the doorway by pressing E and then push. And I'm going to push the cat again. Push cat. I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to sneaking. And it turns out we still forgot to tell this guy to guard. So he's just kind of walking around. Let's talk to him. Tell him to guard this position. Tell him, see you around. I think I'm still nauseous. I'm hot. Which isn't great. Not sure what I should do about that. Guess I could take off my army pants. And maybe like take off my raincoat. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. But we are going to come over here to this light. This is a spotlight. We're going to hit Control Multiple Electronics. Turn off overhead lights. That's going to turn off the lights in this room because that's how I have it set up. And, you know, hopefully we'll get to, you know, more building stuff and showing you how to do that. But I'm going to come over here to my nice couch cushion where I sleep. Oh, I no longer feel nauseous, so that's good. I'm not going to puke all over the place. And I'm going to hit Shift and then 4, which is the money symbol. It says, "Are you sure you want to sleep?" Yes, and save game before sleeping. You have an alarm clock. Set an alarm? No, don't set an alarm. So now we're going to go to sleep. It's 9 p.m. I didn't realize that this save game was at night. But let's take a look at some other stuff. So you'll see here are my different limbs and their health. I'm at full health right now. I'm not making any sound because I'm just sleeping in a bed. I'm kind of meh as far as my mood goes. My focus is kind of average. I have full stamina because I haven't been running around doing hard labor. So I'm ready to run around and do hard labor. I'm got lots of energy. My speed is how like fast I move tile wise. And that'll go up or down if you're like on drugs or like you're super wounded or something. Move 1C. I have no idea what that is. Maybe it's how fast I'm currently moving, which is none at all because I'm sleeping. I'm not sure. Here are my different stats. 13 strength, 15 dexterity, 13 intelligence, 12 perception. I've got safe mode on, which tells us if zombies will pause the game or not, which we have it set to do that because we're at a safe base. And I want to know if there's a zombie that just appears on my screen all of a sudden and I don't see it. We are a mutant. Let me see if I can bring up my character screen. Character screen. X? No. B? Okay, I don't think B does anything. Question mark. View player info. So it's the @ symbol, which is Shift and 2. And I used a whole bunch of different mutation vials. Like I just drank mutagen and stuff like that. And I can breathe underwater.